quick update on the whole simulation thing. I have been trying my best to find the simulation, but that mostly just constitutes me walking around the house trying to find things where the simulation could conceivably be hiding, which is a bit of a problem because I don't actually know what to look for. I mean, it was originally hiding in an air conditioner, so can it hide in anything? Does it have to be electronic? Are air conditioners electronic? Would they count as electronic? I mean, you need electricity to use them, so I guess, but does it have to be that? Can it be anything? Can it hide in people? But it creates people. Sorry. These are the things I think about. But I figured I could take a break from that to help Jeffrey out. I mean, making a video every day for a month is a little crazy, so I figured that I could help him out by, making videos on my days anyway, so mostly just doing my job. But I've rambled enough, so let's go into the next song.
I didn't know about them in India. I was always ill and tired, and it was too hot. I sometimes played at
She wants a little bit of earth.
sticking things in the
She'll
sand.
plant some seeds.
With this next song, we get another look into Archibald's character. But before we talk about that, we kind of have to talk about the events leading up to this song. As was last discussed, Mary has found the key, but of course, she still needs to find the garden. And more than just finding the garden, she has to have permission to use it. Because this garden is not hers. It was Lily's, and so at the moment it's not really being used by anybody. But it's still not hers. But then she gets, I guess, what you would call a lucky break, when Archibald decides to have a conversation with her. And Archibald asks her if she wants anything. And instead of asking for books or games or anything of that kind, she simply asks for a bit of earth. And this request of something so very simple sets Archibald off on kind of a tangent. Because Archibald is trying to figure out why this individual is asking for a bit of earth when he would give her literally anything. Because it seems he almost views this as hope, as this little girl who's gone through a lot has this touch of hope by looking at this bit of earth. Because she wants to plant a garden, and of course, when you plant gardens, new things grow, and in many cases, for many people, when you have new things growing, it gives you hope. And so we have Archibald kind of contemplating this whole idea of, out of everything, this girl asking for a bit of earth so that she can grow a garden, so that she has this beauty to look upon. And you almost believe that Archibald has latched onto this hope, and that maybe his character would become more hopeful. But we're still only in Act 1, so of course that doesn't happen. What the song does is that it shows us the philosophy that Archibald has attained because of Lily's death. And the basic idea is, why have something nice, because it's just gonna go away. It's reflected in the song because he talks about this garden will grow, and the beauty will be what Mary needs to move on, and then the frost will come and they'll all die. Cheery fellow. But it is important to keep in mind that the reason he feels this way is because he lost the love of his life and he hasn't gotten over her yet. So, feeling this way about a garden, unfortunately, makes a lot of sense. And ultimately, while it's not shown in the song itself, he does agree that Mary can have a bit of earth, which also means that Mary uses this as permission to take the secret garden for herself, basically. So, that's it for this week's song. Tune in next week for next week's song. See you then.
A bit of